Guys, I actually thought that I was done shooting this video, but I found out that by the time I went to go and check it, I found out that my head was actually cut off because I actually, that's the problem of shooting by yourself. It's actually really tiring sometimes. But anyways, welcome back to this channel, no matter what is happening. Welcome back to this channel, guys, and if you're new here, thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. I hope that you have actually subscribed. That's why I'm thanking you in advance. Please, if you've not, please go and subscribe. I'm begging you, go and subscribe. Make sure you like, make sure you drop a comment, and you can share the video with your friends. And so today is a continuation of, something I never thought I was actually going to talk about, right? I know I'm only saying that. I didn't know that I was going to talk about this, but this is actually, actually, I didn't know I was going to talk about this. And this is a continuation of the previous video. So it is something I never planned was going to happen. It was just something that happened that I felt like I should come and share. So if you've not watched the previous video, you can go back to go and watch that and, probably come back to this. But anyways, that the last video I was telling you guys how not to lose your joy after talking about, facts around my birthday, how not to lose your joy on your birthday and everything. So, but I think the devil thought it could be really way smart. So he knew, okay, no, we're not going to do it on our birthday, but we're going to do it a few days before. So this whole thing that I'm about to narrate to you guys happened yesterday. And yesterday my joy was attacked and I actually lost my joy for a moment, right? And I'm not going to go into the details of actually what happened, but the whole incident happened. I was supposed to be in church in the evening. I went to church actually. I went to church for one of for our youth program, our monthly youth program, and the whole thing happened just right before I made my way to church. And by the time I got to church, I tried my possible best to lift it up lift up everything that was happening and all of that, and just continue to do whatever I want to do. And yesterday all I was doing was just create content, videos and everything, because that's what I usually do in church. But I was already, even while the program was going on, I was weak. I really can't, even the weakness, it was affecting me physically, right? Because my head was banging. I was praying that this headache disappear and everything, but my head was banging. But no matter what, I would always still do whatever I still want to do, even if my head is banging. So I would still do whatever I want to do and all of that. So I kept on doing, my work, my creating content work, and it got to a point that an instruction came out that the program was all worship, healing and all of that. And it got to a point that I sat down for a while and I just, bent my head and I was just talking to God, and an instruction came out that people should hold each other to pray for each other, right? And just minister to each other. I knew that the probability of really getting somebody to come and hold me and say they want to pray for me is somehow slim. Two reasons, because number one, as a leader, I'm expected to pray for people and all of that. But yesterday, I was not in the mood to pray for anybody. I'm sorry, God, but I wasn't just in the mood to pray for anybody yesterday. And because I was also creating content, so if you are doing work like that, everybody knows that you're already busy, so they just find their way and all that. But when I sat down, I just said in my mind that I really need someone to come pray for me. I just thought that I want someone to come pray for me. So I stood up, went to take videos of people praying for each other and all that. So as I stood at a point, my friend walked up to me and held me. And sincerely, I couldn't have asked for a better person to come pray with me, because my guy is my G. So all my friends, I have quite a number of friends in church that are guys, and all of them are my G. But this was, and all of them actually serve different purpose, right? But they are still my very good friends. And but this person was just best person to come pray for me at that point in time. So he held me and started praying for me and asked me if I was tired. I said yes. So he started praying for me and all of that. By the time he was praying, I was really fighting back the tears because I was really tired. It wasn't a thing of bodily tired, but my spirit was tired. My spirit was tired. It wasn't a thing of, oh, maybe I lost faith in God or something, or maybe I'm doubting God at a point. No, but my spirit was weak. And my spirit was weak and I was just fighting back tears. At the point when it was done, I just stood at the corner to wipe away my tears and I just continued whatever I was doing. And by the time we were done with the program, I literally left church almost immediately. Me that one, I'm usually like one of the last person that leaves the church and all of that because we all still hang around and, just play and joke and all of that. I just left church. I went home. I was tired. My head was banging. I got home. I think my body was reacting to something that I ate in the afternoon, and it wasn't like something really weird, but I think maybe something was just wrong with the food, and so my stomach is kind of like sensitive that way, so I had to like first of all throw up. So most times whenever I'm reacting that way, I kind of like feel sick, so most time I just have to like throw up everything that I've eaten. So when I threw up everything that I ate, I was okay. I just went inside. I laid on my bed and slept. I just dropped everything and slept. So that was around 9 p.m. And by the time it was like 11, I got up and I was better. And I just started rearranging everything I wanted to, like I brought in. I replied my messages, some of the messages that I had. And I just decided to speak to God because I knew I couldn't continue like this. Like I knew I needed to speak to God about the whole thing. So I just started talking to God and I was crying. I cried. Like I really cried. I really cried. The last time I cried was in December. And that December, what happened was because I was overwhelmed. I was really overwhelmed. And there was really nobody I could talk to except this God. So I just laid on the floor that December and I cried my life. The other day I was like, crying is actually therapeutic. So I just cried and I was just talking to God and all of that. But in every of my prayer and everything that I was actually saying to God, I wasn't saying it in a way that I wasn't praying a prayer of, oh God, maybe like I'm lost. No, it wasn't a thing of that, but I was just expressing like, God, I'm tired and all of that. And I just kept on praying. I started praying. I started declaring words, declaring the word of God, the thing that God has said to me. And, I was just, owning God for his words and everything. And, I actually thought that while I was praying, it was already 12 a.m. Like it was already past 12 a.m. and all of that. But, by the time I was done, I wiped away my tears and I was saying to myself that I wipe away my tears. It is a new dawn, like it's a new morning and everything and all of that. And by the time I picked up my phone, it was exactly 0000. So it was exactly 12 a.m. And I just felt like, okay, this couldn't have been any better confirmation, right? So I picked up my journal. I started writing, the whole experience in my journal. There's only one person that can read my journal in my lifetime, actually. And so because I actually write a lot in my journal, I love penning down some of my experiences sometimes. Though I even don't do so much of it, but I still I write a lot in my journal. So I wrote down, the whole experience, almost like four pages. And while I was writing, I decided to look for this Akon song came into my mind, With Joy. So I started playing that by the side and I was just writing everything down. And I was just saying that it is a new dawn. And one thing that I felt my joy was restored, right? I felt the joy was restored back to me. And I got my strength back. And, sincerely, I really wish I could narrate because it's actually not an emotional thing. I really wish I could narrate the whole experience of, losing my joy and getting my joy back. But the best way I could describe what happened when I lost my joy was I was weak. I was weak in my spirit and I was also weak, but, physically. So it affected me physically. But by the time, I was done praying and all of that, and I knew my joy was restored. I got my strength back, right? I got my strength back and all of that. So, I just wanted to come and share this with you guys because being a Christian sometimes, you know, can be a little bit scary, because no matter what you tell, no matter what you say, you would always get tested, right? The test would always come for everything, for at every situation. But one thing that is one assurance that we have, you know, even through the word of God, is God said that you will not be tested. God will not allow us to be tested beyond what we could handle, right? And He will always make a way out in every temptation. So yes, God really made a way out. And one thing I love, just like I love sharing this my stories, because the point where I gained victory, right, is actually the point where I went through a phase of weakness and I got victory and I came out of it, is actually the best story I could ever share with you, right? The best story that I have about God, that, you know, that reassures me of God's existence, is always the time when I was weak and He came through for me. You know, those are actually my story. Those are actually my, you know, the pillars of my life, the pillars of my strength, right? Those stories are the pillars of my strength, right? So, I don't always believe in, you know, being a Christian and, you know, just always trying to show out, you know, your best moments, you know, the times when you're always praying and everything. Bro, man, maybe me, I'm not mature to that point, but then I know that everybody, no matter who you are, no matter where you get to, you would always face, you know, all these tests and all this, you know, temptation and everything. And people really want to know how you came out of it, because that's the best story. That's the best story. Sharing your experience is actually the best story. So I decided to come and share with you guys that, okay, you know, I was telling you guys how not to lose your joy, but yeah, I got, and actually I wrote on my IG feed, Instagram feed, that, you know, I don't know what the devil was trying to achieve, but it wasn't informed. It wasn't really informed, right? Because yes, I got my joy back and I won't lose my joy no matter what is happening around me. So, I hope you've been blessed. I hope you've been blessed by whatever I've shared. And, thank you for listening. Thank you so much for listening. And please make sure you subscribe, you like, you share, you drop a comment. And today is Saturday. I don't know if this video is going to come out today, but let's see how it goes. If I'm able to export in time. And but today I'm actually doing my photo shoot today. I'm actually doing my photo shoot myself. Monday is still my birthday, so yes. I don't know what I'm doing, but anyways, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching all the videos. Thank you so much. If you've, you know, watched all the video consistently, thank you so much, and God bless you. Take care of yourself and see you. You know, I'm going to drop pictures on Monday, so yeah, see you on Monday.